Today's video focuses on a powerful prayer consisting of 4 phrases or affirmations that can greatly assist in breaking thought patterns that lead to unfavorable outcomes in life. I have personally utilized this prayer and achieved remarkable results, and I'll be sharing my own experiences with you. This prayer is intended for individuals who struggle with forgiving others or seeking forgiveness themselves. By breaking this pattern within ourselves, we gain the ability to handle negative situations more easily and live from a place of fulfillment. While some of you may be familiar with this prayer, others may not have heard of it yet. Let me clarify that this prayer is not associated with Neville Goddard's teachings. However, as we progress through this video, I'll explain how you can leverage it to your advantage when practicing living from the end. The 4 phrases used in this prayer can bring significant benefits to your life. Neville Goddard emphasizes the importance of persisting in the state of wish fulfillment and living from the end. While this comes naturally to some individuals, it proves challenging for those who are manifesting a specific person. Past memories can evoke emotions such as anger, sadness, heartbreak, and guilt, creating a web of thought patterns filled with negative events that continue to manifest in one's reality. This state of living often involves feelings of betrayal, cheating, and constant conflict. However, I want to assure you that it is entirely possible to focus on the state of having your wishes fulfilled, even if you've had a difficult past. I receive comments from individuals who believe they cannot achieve this, so I aim to assist by introducing these 4 phrases. Consider them as affirmations that, when repeated, produce a magical effect within, promoting relaxation and calmness. Some individuals even find themselves moved to tears during this practice. Once this emotional release occurs, it becomes easier to persist in the state of wish fulfillment. These 4 phrases effectively dissipate the old thought patterns that hinder progress. Before repeating the prayer, I suggest you direct your attention towards your specific person. You may use their image or visualize them in your mind's eye. While focusing on them, various thoughts and emotions, filled with anger or guilt, may arise. Allow them to happen. By doing so, you become aware of your old thought patterns, which are the root cause of the issue. Now it's time to repeat the 4 phrases. I am sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. The simple act of repeating these phrases will induce a state of relaxation and calmness. Some individuals may even experience cathartic moments, shedding tears as they release negative thought patterns and emotions. I share this information with you because I have personally benefited from it in many ways. The first time I used this prayer was to manifest a specific person who fell deeply in love with me. However, my insecurities led me to assume she was cheating on me. As a result, she started ignoring me, refused to spend time together, and I felt terrible. That's when I discovered the concept of manifestation and delved into various topics related to it. Living from the end proved to be a challenge due to the constant resurgence of painful memories. Fortunately, I stumbled upon a video that explained these 4 phrases, and I decided to give them a try. I began by looking at a picture of that specific person and repeated the 4 phrases to myself. Within the same week, she initiated contact with me and agreed to meet. Subsequently, I stopped using the prayer as I had successfully released the negative thought pattern. I also applied this technique to my state akin to sleep, and imagined a scene where I embraced her at a particular location. Lo and behold, this scene manifested in my physical reality. I shared this success story with you in a previous video. It's important to note that this prayer isn't about seeking forgiveness from the other person. Its essence lies in asking for forgiveness from oneself, acknowledging that we are the creators of our reality. Through I am sorry and please forgive me, we seek self-forgiveness for manifesting unfavorable situations. When we say thank you, we express gratitude towards ourselves for forgiving and letting go. The phrase, I love you, represents the love we have for the part of ourselves that manifests everything in our reality. This is my interpretation of the prayer, and it can also serve as a means to reach the zero state, or the limitless state of being, where everything is possible. Allow me to share another incident with you. Last night, two best friends came to my mind. At one point in my life, both of these girls were deeply in love with me. However, I friend-zoned them, and they became angry, resulting in a complete breakdown of communication. It didn't happen simultaneously. The first girl cut off contact before the second one. Last night, as I lay in bed, I had an idea to try the 4 phrases. I visualized the second girl in my mind's eye and repeated the 4 phrases to myself. I believe I fell asleep while doing so. In my dream, both girls approached me. The first one greeted me warmly, reminiscing about the time before our communication ceased. We went on a drive together, and we arrived at a place where the second girl awaited her best friend. The two girls started talking, and I could still sense the love in the second girl's eyes. However, something held me back. The dream felt incredibly vivid, and now I no longer dwell on the old thought patterns, imagining scenes and living from the end, where I have both of them in my reality, has become effortless. The future holds the answer to how this unfolds. If you're someone struggling with forgiveness or facing resistance from others, I encourage you to give this practice a try. Remember, it's not about the other person, it's solely about you. Once you engage in this practice, remarkable changes will occur, and you'll experience a sense of lightness. Rigidity is the root of all life's pain. When you remain inflexible, diseases can manifest, and rigid thought patterns can keep you stuck in undesirable circumstances. Do you find it challenging to sustain the feeling of having your desires fulfilled? Do doubts creep in, disrupting your state of being? Fear not, for I am here to reshape your perspective on this matter. Together, we shall explore the ease with which you can dwell in the end state of your desires. Let us first grasp the true essence of living from the end state and understand its significance in manifesting our desires. The concept posits that in order to manifest our desires, we must envision and live as if they have already materialized. Instead of focusing on the arduous efforts required to attain our goals, we shift our attention to the sublime feeling of already having achieved them. According to Goddard, our thoughts and emotions wield immense power over our reality. By living from the end, we train our minds to align with the desired outcomes, thus paving the way for the manifestation of favorable circumstances and events. This practice holds great significance as it brings clarity to our minds regarding our desires. When we immerse ourselves in the belief that our desires have already been realized, we release all resistance and open ourselves to the flow of abundance. Neville Goddard emphasizes the remarkable capacity of our minds to influence reality. By focusing on the end result, the fruition of our desires, we cultivate a profound feeling within, which plays a pivotal role in the manifestation process. Now that we have elucidated the meaning of living from the end state, lend me your ears as I share further insights. Have you ever paused to observe yourself and realize that you are constantly living from the end of something? At this very moment, you may be living from the end state of not having your desires fulfilled. Consider this. If your desire is to attain financial abundance, yet you lack the feeling of already being prosperous, you are, in essence, dwelling in the end state of poverty. This simple realization can be profoundly eye-opening.